Hello everyone, Tarot Queen here. The reading room is now open and this is your reading for the week. And this week we are concentrating on manifesting, on creating and empowering our own journeys through this shitstorm that we are going through with the help of some wisdom from the tarot cards. And so the question for you today, firstly, is to make sure that you have chosen your card, and they are card number 1 here, card number 2 here, or card number 3. So if you have not done so yet, please choose your card. I am not sure which one of these cards has what. We will reveal them together and I will give you your message to help and assist you work through some manifesting for the week. And yes, I am having a manifesting challenge, a mighty mini manifesting challenge on my Tarot Queen Facebook page. So if you are interested, we did start today, and today's card was actually the Magician card. So maybe, just maybe, if you join in for the week, there is some wisdom that will be imparted to you and will help you on your path at this point in time. So it is absolutely free. It is just on my page. You will see the information come up every day over the next 7 days. And you are very, very welcome to use what has meaning for you. But let's get back to this. This is your weekly review. This is your opportunity to choose the card to help you along your path this week. Let's reveal card number 1. If you chose card number 1, we have the Judgment card. So here it is, the Judgment card, and it is reversed. So this is my runic tarot deck, by the way, if you are interested. Let me just adjust the camera a little bit here for you. So if you chose card number 1, you have chosen the Judgment card from the Major Arcana. Right, so let's have a look how we can ground this information into our lives for this week. And the most important thing with all of these cards is that this isn't about sitting back and hoping for things to improve. So this is about where your power actually is, and that is how you act with this information, and if you do choose to change anything or not. And of course, it is absolutely up to you to whether you decide to make any choices in your life after having heard this information or not. So card number 1, we have Judgment reversed. So there's something here you've been putting off, and it could be a decision or a shift, or even just about being honest with yourself about what is really going on in your life right now. And the Judgment reverse card often shows that moment where you know something needs to change, but instead of moving with it, you hesitate, you question yourself, and you go back and forth. And you're wondering where that noise is coming from, where that voice of judgment is actually coming from, whether it's coming from you or externally. And that's one thing that is really super important to work out for you this week. Is it your own judgment of yourself, or are you hearing voices from people from the past that have judged you harshly and left you with a little bit of trauma? So sometimes it's easier to stay where you are than face what comes next. And you might be feeling that right now. But staying where you are is still a decision that you have made. So no decision is a decision. Don't let anyone tell you differently. And what it does is it keeps you in the same loop. So for this week, your power sits just in awareness. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What have I continued to avoid? What truth have I been circling but not acting on? So you don't need to have everything sorted out this week. Yeah, you just have to be aware, and you just need to stop pretending you really don't already know. Because once you acknowledge it, even quietly, something begins to shift. Something begins to change. It's very slow. but it does. And again, I go back to this sense of, where is this voice coming from? Is it an internal voice? Is it your own judgment about yourself? Or is it a voice of someone else from your past, the situation from your past, where you stuck your head up above the reeds and you just got blown away with harsh criticism, or someone who just didn't want you to have any empowerment at that point in time? Be aware of that, because that makes a whole lot of difference in what you do this week and what you do in your future. So if you chose card number 2, card number 2 is the 5 of Cups. And she doesn't look happy, does she? She looks very, very forlorn and very worn out. And yes, it is a card that brings up a lot of disappointment. So something hasn't gone the way you had hoped. Something feels like a loss or a missed opportunity. Yet again, I'm going to say that yet again, because it is not the first time this has happened. This has happened to you multiple times and you are done. You're feeling absolutely wasted right now. So it's very easy to stay and focus in on that. And yes, we do need to acknowledge our emotions and sit with them for a while and try and work through them. Absolutely. We can also, though, replay to think about what could have been done differently and to carry that energy into everything else that goes on. Pardon me, but look closely at this card. Really, not everything is lost. There are still opportunities around you. There are 3 cups that are sitting upright. She's focusing on the cups that have lost their contents, that have spilled out all over everything. So there are still options and still pathways. They're just not where your attention is sitting. Okay, so if your attention is on what is lost, you will not see what there is still there to use or there to gain. So for this week, your power sits in perspective. You're allowed to feel what you feel, as I said, and that really, really does matter. But you're also asked to gently shift your focus. So what is still available to you? What can you rebuild from here? And what have you learned that you can use moving forward? And I hate this whole thing of, oh, it's a lesson. Ugh. But it kind of is. So manifestation doesn't come from staying in the past. It starts when you decide to work with what is still in front of you. Manifesting is going forward. Every single time it is going forward. You are bringing the future into perspective and working towards that particular future. Whatever it is that you are aspiring to get to, that's what you're trying to manifest. Manifest isn't being in the past. If you're sitting in the past, you cannot create a better future. You just can't. You can't. Number 3, the Fool. Look at that. And this is where everything opens up. So if you chose card number 3, that was a good choice. So the Fool is very fresh energy. New direction, a step forward that hasn't been overthought or picked up. You're just going, bugger it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it no matter what. No matter what they say, I'm going to do it. These 2 cards here are full of our own expression of judgment, loss, feelings of inadequacy, feelings of failure, feelings of what other people are going to say about us. If we make any moves whatsoever, it's just going to be damaging. Why bother? Not going to do it. Failed so many times. You get the story. The Fool card is going, in spite of all of that, I'm still going to give it a crack. I'm still going to do it. So the Fool is, yes, fresh energy. It's a new direction. It's a step forward that hasn't been overthought or picked up. This is where you stop waiting for guarantees, because there are no guarantees, let's face it. And honestly, there never will be. The Fool doesn't need certainty. He moves because something inside says, just bloody well go. For this week, your power sits in action. Small, simple forward movement. So try something new. Say yes when you might have normally hesitated. Take a step without needing to know exactly how it's going to work out. This is how you change your energy. Not by waiting, but by moving. So I hope that has created a little bit of initiative in you to have a think about where you're at, because in each of those cards lies the secret for you to start moving forward into creating and manifesting a better future for yourself. And if this is good information for you, if this is something that is ringing true, if you want more of this, let me know. And this is the direction I will take in these short videos, because I'm here to help and assist you. And the tarot here is to help and assist you. So let's work at making our lives better. All right, so I will talk to you soon. And remember, the free manifesting challenge is on the page. So if you want even more wisdom, go to the first video that has just been popped up earlier this afternoon and listen to what the magician has to say. Bye for now from the Tarot Queen.